Welcome you guys. Go grab a heavy kettlebell and then a pair of light kettlebells and join me. We're going to be doing a minute of jumping jacks, going out and in. If you need to modify, you can just do out, out, out. So we're not jumping, getting that high impact through the legs. There's an issue there. Breathing here, making sure that breath is steady. Try to maintain a steady rhythm, just getting that heart rate up. You can always add time, reduce time to these. It's just a warm-up. We just want to get that body prepped so it's ready to do the work we need it to do. 10 seconds. Feel that heat come into the body. Stand it up nice and tall, opposite hand to foot. Reach and touch, trying to lengthen out back of the legs, getting into those hamstrings. Point the toe when you're ready. Have about 40 seconds left here. A little bit longer warm up today. You want to make sure your muscles are warm, especially when we start lifting weights. You all have the option. You don't have to pick up those kettlebells. If you don't have kettlebells, you can always use a barbell. Ten seconds. Coming down, going into this crab position, and I want you to lift your hips up and then touch hand to foot, opposite hand to foot. We're tapping 30 times. If it's easier, you can break it up into sets of 10. This is 9, 10. Take a break and then do 2 more sets. More. Tap 1, 2, trying to keep hips up. Last 2. Coming all the way down. I want you to find your way onto your back. You're going into a hollow position, and we're going to flutter our legs. So everybody can see. Start to move those legs, up, down, up, down. That's 10 seconds. Now I want you to squeeze your legs, hold for 10. Flutter for 10. Always take breaks after each set. Try to do flutter for 10, hold for 10 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more set. Flutter for 10. Now hold for 10. On your back, hug your knees to your chest, rock side to side. So we did 3 sets. It's about a minute. If you want to add to that, feel free to do that. If you want to just do 1 set, start to build up that time eventually. So you're at least doing 2 sets there. Going onto our belly, lifting up into that Superman hold, flutter kick for 10. Same thing. Squeeze the legs, hold for 10. Kick for 10, maybe reaching the arms overhead. Hold for 10. Last one, lifting as high as you can up. Kick for 10. Now hold for 10. Press all the way back. Hips to heels. Come up to hands and knees. I want you to take a down dog. You can bend the knees as much as you want. Stretch the upper body out. Take your right leg, stretch it behind you. I want you to stretch as high as you can. Maybe give it a couple lifts up for 10. Set it down, change legs. Lift it up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set it down, bending the knees, and then round your back, roll up. Try to just shake those arms out. We're ready for some kettlebells. We're going right into our first set. It's a kettle swing, doing a set of 25. And again, 25 is relative. If it's too much, cut it down. If it's not enough, you can do 2 sets of 25 and then repeat the video, do it a couple more times. Grab your kettle, go right into it. Exhale at the top of that swing. Safely set it down. Exercise 1 is done. If you haven't watched the video Intro to Kettle Swings, go back, watch that. You're going to get a really good foundation there. Moving on, exercise number 2, single deadlift. I'm staying with my heavy weight. I'm starting on my left leg, just so you guys can visually see it. You'll get to watch both sides. Same hand, same leg. That back leg, my right leg, is floating behind me. Standing leg is bent and maintaining a tight, flat upper body. Reaching down, grabbing the weight, standing up. We're doing 15 per leg. Set it down, 10-second break, max. Go right into the second side. I'm on my right leg. Right hand will reach and grab the weight, bending a standing leg. Stand it up. You can use me as pacing. but you're responsible for counting your own reps. And counting your own reps also helps to ensure that you're aware of how tired you are. Last one. Setting it down. Exercise 2 done. That feels good. Going right into our third set. I'm going to drop down just a little bit of weight, 8 kilos. Going into a squat, which I don't need to drop the weight for, but we're adding, so my elbows touch the middle of my thighs, back is flat, standing up, and then I'm leaning out to the side for a lateral kick, squatting back down, same side, doing 12 per leg. I have 10 more here. That standing leg, my left knee slightly bent. Never want to lock the leg out. Two more. Going right into the second side. Squatting down, leaning over, lifting the left leg now. Making sure that right knee has a slight bend into it. Halfway there. Here's number 7. Last one. Hold it down. This next one, you want to go to your lighter set of weights. I have 2 of them, one for each hand. We're going to use these 2 weights for the next 2 exercises. The last 2, I'm keeping my right foot forward, stepping back into a lunge, dropping my back knee down to the floor, stepping back up, lifting my heels, same leg, down, up, lift the heels, $12 a leg here. This is number 5 for me. And we do lower reps when we're trying to build strength. So for me, those lateral lifts from the squat, those I need to build strength in. That weight is heavy for that exercise, and I'm only doing 12. Same thing here. Switching sides, keeping that left foot forward, stepping the right foot back. I naturally go slower on the first couple, just to get the balance. It's important to be breathless when you're doing this work. If you're not breathless, you're not sweating, it's not helping as much as it could. Halfway there, 6 more. If you grabbed a weight that feels light for you, maybe you're doing 15 or 18 per side. Three more. Set it down. Last exercise is our chest press sit-up. You can do this with no weight, especially the first time you do this. I would recommend no weight at all. Weights are in front of you. Legs can be a little wide. Grab onto the weight. I'm sending my fingers through so they touch each other. And then I'm leaning forward, picking the weight up, pulling them outside of my shoulders. And then pressing up and overhead, driving my bottom knuckles, walking my legs in, trying to sit as tall as I can. And then slowly rounding my back, rolling down with control. Chest press, elbows right outside, pressing up, sitting up. We're doing 10 of these all the way down. Last one. Set it down right where you picked it up. Take a couple moments. Relish in the fact that you just finished. If you need to, you want to make that set harder, just repeat it. Go back, do another set of kettle swings, deadlifts, squats, lunges, and that chest press. These numbers are a really good benchmark of where you stand. If you need to cut any of them in half, fine, but try to eventually build it back up to the numbers I set. If you're over the numbers, it might be time to add weight. Think about that. We're going into just some gentle stretches. I want you to grab sand bell if you have it. If not, you don't even need a weight for this. It's just a little assistance. I want you to take your right shoulder, pull it down, let that weight assist that pull down of the shoulder, and then left ear to the left shoulder, feeling that neck stretch out. And then I'm turning my chin, rotating it towards the left shoulder, and taking some long, drawn out breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. Switching sides. Right ear to the right shoulder, feeling that left shoulder, drawing down. Turning your chin towards the shoulder. Setting that down. Come onto your back. If you have a yoga block, you can grab that. I'm laying down, lifting my hips up and sliding the block underneath me. There's different heights on the yoga block, so low, if you turn it onto the side, medium, and then the other height, pretty high up there. Okay. For most of us, please start low. Do the stretch all the way through and then add height next time you go around. Stretching just one leg out, letting the toe fall. Getting that stretch through the inner hip. Set it down, switching. I would set a timer for at least a minute per leg. And then both legs out. Anyone who sits, but especially for the triathletes, the cyclists, when you're constantly closing off the front of the hips, this is such a great stretch to do when you get off the bike. Bending the knees, lift the hips, come off of the block. We're going to do a big chest opener here. I want you to reach your fingertips, just grazing the heels, and then press the hips up. Walking your shoulders underneath the shoulder blades so your chest opens up. Maybe interlace the fingers underneath you when you're ready. And that grip, you want to try to get the heel of your hands to squeeze together. So it's not just about the fingers, try to get the entire hand touching. And then press the hips up any amount. Release the hands first, lower the hips, draw the knees into your chest, and rock side to side, all the way up to standing. Good job, you guys. I can't wait to hear how you did, what you liked about it. Please leave comments below. I would love to read it, and I'll see you in the next video.